So, before we have a go at shooting the puppies, because they're bear fighting at the moment on the camera. So we're on the 1DX, and you know they're just playing around really. So we're just going to see if we can check the exposure first of all. Get that right. Arthur. Okay, that's pretty on. I'm going to spin you guys around so you can see what these mentals are doing. So there you go, they're basically running around now. So I'm trying to pick them up best as I can. So what I've selected is multi-cam shot. So not multi-cam, what I've selected is a multi-focusing point. So to pick them up as they're running. I'm also pretty wide open on the camera, and you can see they don't hang around very much. So we're just seeing pretty scattershot effect of what we're trying to get. Ralphie! So you can see basically what they're doing. So I'm going to bring you back around to me. So what I'm going to be doing, it's because we've got steps here, I'm going to be getting low to the ground, again like we did with the iPhone tutorial, just so I'm at their level, and I'll kind of cut out any distracting backgrounds. See if that works. All the stuff we do for a pitch, eh? There they are now, fighting away as normal. So I'm just going to pick them up. Biscuits! Arthur! They're basically sizing each other up. I should have brought another camera out and stuck them on them really, so you can see what they're doing. Arthur! Arthur! Ralphie! So getting low is quite important really. You're trying to get down to their height if they help you out. Arthur's decided he wants to maybe do some snow fairies again. I know it's snow angels, but I prefer snow fairies because it's, yeah, they don't want to play ball now, do they? What's that? Hello? Squirrel! Go get a squirrel! Ralph! Sit! Sit! Yeah, no. Now, they're not helping now, are they? As normal. Arthur, come here! Come here, Biscuit! 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 Sit! Ralph! Am I going to have to go and get some biscuits? Am I? Come over here. Right, so I'll do one thing for it. Let's go and get some treats. Go on, go away. Where's the pigeon? Squirrel! Right, so what we're going to try and do is see if one of these little muppets start jumping around in the snow a little bit more, see if we can get a portrait out of it. Portraits of dogs, when you're using DSLR, or a proper camera as we like to call it, you really want very shallow depth of field and on the long lens. It just compresses it all together and gives you that really nice blurry background. A bit different with the iPhone because you can't really control the background unless you're in the portrait mode, as I showed you the other week. Arthur in that now is mucking around. Right, can you do a picture? I've got Arthur staying right now. I'm going to try and just pick him up. Arthur? Now the problem with doggies is you've got to be careful of their eyes. You need their eyes sharp, but the problem is, so I'm just going to hold his head so it's not hurting him. You can see around his eyes, you've got all that hair. Yeah, no. Problem is, a lot of the time the camera will pick up on the outside eyelashes and around here. So what happens is your eye isn't perfectly sharp. You've got to really be careful, especially if you're very close and you're on a very shallow depth of field. If you've opened up a little bit, you know, you can get away with it, but just be careful of that, especially with the dogs like Cockapoos and any hairier dogs that all around here tends to be sitting in front of the eyes. Isn't that right, mate? Do you want that biscuit now, do you? Oh, there you go. They now know I've got food. Ralph doesn't want to play ball, do you, mate? Do you want to play ball? No? All right. Yeah, I know, I've got none. I've got to work. What I'm going to try and do is get another portrait of them. I've got Arthur just sitting there right now. It's kind of nice. The background's a bit neutral. I'm just going to focus in on him for a portrait. Biscuit. Arthur. Now Arthur's quite good at this because he's been doing it for a long time now. Just bringing up the focus point. If I don't get kissed by Ralph too much. Sit. Of course, he's now not going to sit, is he? Sit. No, I want you over there. Sit. Sit. Good boy. Yeah, Ralph, you can have one too. There you go. Now I'm faking this picture now because I want him to have a bit of snow on his face. Now, over there, over there, over there. Come on, over here. Arthur, sit. Stay. So, I've put a bit of snow on Arthur's face, which isn't probably the best thing in the world to do, but you know, we're trying to get a snow picture here. So I'm going to get down lower with him. Now, I know the table's in the way, but it's not for the portrait. Arthur, and I'm just going to change the focus point across because there's a bit of snow on his lashes. Arthur, just there. Arthur. Yeah, so there's a bit of snow just on his lashes. That could cause the camera not to focus straight on his eyes. Arthur. That looks nice. I'm just going to take the shutter speed down a little bit. Arthur. Oh, that's quite nice. I'm going to switch that across for you. Click on his eye. Arthur. So I'm just showing you that now on the phone, the video. So it's quite a clean background. I'm on this video's f4. I'm going to knock it down to 2.8. Just shut the speed up a tiny bit. And you can see how the background falls out. Now, of course, I wouldn't shoot this landscape. I'd probably shoot this more upright. But for the video's sake, I thought I'd show you now. Arthur. There you go. I'll tell you what, the eye detection, even with a dog on this camera, is pretty impressive. Arthur! Up! No, I say that and he goes and focuses on his nose. Arthur! There we go. Switch that back across. And I'll get a couple, actually I'm going to do a couple landscape. Arthur! Arthur! Hello, Ralph. Arthur! There we go. Lovely. Lovely, go back. Now, Ralph, do you want to have your picture taken? Yeah? So we're going to try and do Ralph now. See if he'll sit still for me. So I'm faking the snow picture up once again. Right, I'll need you over there. Now, the problem is when I try doing Ralph, Arthur gets upset and he wants to join in. Ralphie. Ralphie. Now, we've got Ralph just there. Ralph. And of course, I've got to be really, really careful of his eyes now. Because of that amount of hair he's got. Ralphie, now this is quite a tight portrait I'm doing. It's pretty much collar up to head. I'm just going to stick that on the video for you as well, just to show you what I mean. Got the focus on Ralph there. There we go. No, I was showing him the video of you. I was showing him the video. You're not meant to walk back over here. You want a treat, don't you? All right, off. Go on, I'm going to talk to the guys. The snow's not settling as much as I wanted to. I was going to go over the field to do this. This would have settled a bit thicker. We could have gone over and done it, but like I say, I showed the field this morning. There was nothing in it really. It's coming down a bit now, but it's settling a little bit, but nothing fantastic. We'll see what it's like tomorrow. If it's like that, if it's good tomorrow, then we'll hop over the field. We'll do some of him running, maybe a bit of video of him running as well. Just trying to get a few more things. But as you can tell, sometimes they just don't want to do anything I want them to do. Ralph, we're going to do one last picture. You want to do one more picture? Yeah? One more picture. All right, come on then. So I've bribed Ralph again with a biscuit. Now I'm going to actually do a full length Ralph here. That's right, so I'm going to stick that over in the video for you as well. Now, I'm not going to be able to... Ralph! Every time we go to video, mate. It's every time we go to video. He's not really interested in video, I think. He's quite happy about having his stills taken. So what we did there, instead of just doing a tight head, we've done a full length body shot of him. With a bit of snow coming down around him, looks quite nice. Hello. And because we've zoomed out, we're at 17mm, you get a bit more depth on it. So even shooting wide open with the snow coming down a little bit. Yeah, I'm going to try and see if I can do Arthur as well. If Ralph lets me get up. Right, Got Arthur back again. I'm just going to come in and get Ralph out of the way. I can't really do a full length of him here. So I'm just going to do another nice head of him. Arthur, what do you want? What do you want? There we go. Come here. No. Go back. I'm going to run you over what I shot there. Basically shot some portraits, so nice tight portraits of both the boys. Pretty wide open. About 2.8, 5 low ISO because it's quite thin. There is a bit of light around, but there's not as well. It's one of those funny days where you think it's a lot brighter than it actually is, and it's not. Should look all right. Just a little bit of tweaking, just to pull the highlights and the shadows up, as I normally would do. The 2 tight portraits, 2.8, 3.2, a bit higher shutter speed, and a longer focal length. So I'm almost at the 200mm end. That then compresses the background, and you just get a nice blurry background. The other thing you also do, you lose your depth of field. Your depth of field comes quite small. And what I was saying is be very careful with the dog's eyes. Now, if you have a Labrador or something like that, you might be all right because they're not so hairy. But when you get to the hairy dogs, the problem is you get the hairs over the eyes. And they're quite dark a lot of the time, especially cockapoos. Mine are anyway, they've not got blue eyes. You have to be careful, make sure you kind of get the eye rather than the hairs, because especially when you're wide open, the hair can be, you can shoot a load of stuff and then you've got nothing out of it. So be very careful on that. I also did a couple of frames of Ralph, just full lengths. They look all right, but you know, they're not as nice as the portraits. Just brought more environment with the snow coming down. And then we've done some landscape heads as well, both of them, just so it's a bit more of a editorial style picture. And then I've thrown in a little bit of video for you guys to see what it looks like. Now they've decided they want to have a fight. There we go. So I'm talking to you now and you can see these two idiots basically fighting. Arthur, get away from me. See, sum up. You're going to photograph the dogs. Try to use your lens wide open. Try to use the longest focal length if you're going to do those portraits. Be careful. Make sure the eyes are sharp, not the hair around the eyes. Make sure you get the exposures right. Something like Arthur and Ralph, I normally go a little bit underexposed, only because they're white. Today's a pretty grey, overcast day, so it's pretty good. Your highlights and details are going to stay in. Now, if this is quite a sunny day, even with the snow, it's going to blow those highlights out. Normally just go on the edge of caution with a lighter dog. Just underexposed maybe slightly. Same as if you've got a black dog, just overexposed slightly, just so everything doesn't disappear into one area. Yeah, just enjoy the day with them out. Yeah, so if it snows again and settles tomorrow, I might take Arthur out and do them over the field properly. Just going to finish up now, get the boys in, get them dried off, dry myself off, and dry the gear off. I think they're going to want to fight again. Yep, they're going to want to fight again. There they go. It is quite funny when they start dashing around the garden. Like 2 massive polar bears, well, 2 small polar bears. I almost need Attenborough commentating over the top of them. Squirrel! Squirrel! Yeah, no, they don't want to fight for me. Go get him, Arthur. Go get Ralph. No, Arthur's now got into having his stick. Put it down. Put the stick down. Right, I'm going to get them in, get them dried off, get a coffee, have a look what this footage looks like, maybe a couple of pictures up on the Instagram. If it does tank down like this tomorrow and tonight, and it stays like this and there's quite a lot more snow around tomorrow, I think I'll take the big fella over the field and we'll do some more stuff with him, just to show you, tracking and stuff like that. Here they go. Here they go. As you can see, they're standoff now. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah. Honestly, I can watch this for hours. And it's not always Arthur being bullying. It's Ralph's quite a bit of a bully himself. The amount of times Arthur would just be laying there and Ralph would just walk up to him, club, bang, around the head. But anyway, I've got to get these in. I'll see you guys later.